Here we go again. I am here for the back 11 of the Oak Grove Disc Golf Course Review here on November 27th, 2020. Tell you right now, guys, this is probably one of the funnest games I've ever played, and it's not just because I'm left-handed. It's because we went out on a mission, me and a few other great dudes, and we had an awesome time playing disc golf. And it is a really awesome course. Definitely one you gotta scratch off the bucket list. So we're gonna jump right back into it. Hole 13. Finally one that favors a right-handed player. Pretty generic, you know, wide open gap. Hook around that tree and find the basket. It looked way short, but it wasn't too short. If I would have hung it out a little bit farther, I would have been parked. Just sawed it off a little bit. Not too bad. So, oop, and there's Lee trying to take me out, as he usually does. He has failed yet again, and I will continue to play. And I had to, we always clown with each other, but obviously I've been doing okay, so I was really trying to focus. Ooh. I love playing with these guys. That was a pretty close bid. And there's Wes. This is his tap-in. Thank you for that tap-in, Wes. I'll take a par right there. Much appreciado. Here we go. 270 feet. This one is pretty much fair for left or right. It's pretty much just way out in the open. And right where my disc is going. You could just as easily get there with a spike hyzer, right-handed. One of the more open shots on the course, not too technical. Just got some rough in there. But again, not requiring a huge arm. If you can throw far like Wes, you have to tone it down a little bit to not go way past the basket. I was looking for my disc for a second because I got caught right in this bush right here. And there's a little brick. I think that was Wes. And that will be a birdie. Going down to 4 under. I think they call these the desert shots on U-Disc. If you look, there's a couple different layouts. If you play the 18, you don't. They say take off the desert shots. I think this is the desert shots. But once again, 370 feet. Totally fine for a lefty, right-handed sidearm, right-handed, you know, big spike hyzer. This is the farthest hole on the course, I believe, at 370, but very wide open and attackable for a good majority of players, even if you don't have a big arm. Not a difficult par. Kind of a bonus par, or I'm sorry, kind of a bonus birdie if you do have a good arm.
That's why I didn't crumple it up or do any weird shit.
I didn't want to get too aggressive though. I didn't quite put enough mustard on it. Looks like I went probably around, I don't know, I'm probably 50 feet short, so what did I go, like 300, 320, something?
Way crappy.
Not far enough. There's Vic for a putt. Spoiler alert, he misses. Tapping it in. I will sneak a par in right behind him. Almost chained out to the right, of course.
I was like trying to get it right there, but you kind of scared me. I don't know.
Here we go. 16, 234. You know, this one's super attackable, and right here I fell really short, which was super disappointing because it's wide open. I should have just disced up to a mid-range. would have probably been parked, but I sent my putter a little too high and sawed off the 30 feet of distance I needed to get right under the basket, but, you know, that's golf. Safe for left and right-handed players alike. This is pretty much the last of the... Whoa! Where'd that come from? Was not expecting to make that one. Take a birdie.
Well, I'm gonna walk from the tee pad to my lie, so as long as you see the course.
So, yeah, on this one I kind of fumbled. I forgot to film my drive, but that's the tee pad. It is no difference though. You still get to see the course, which is the point of the video. And you can see right there was a pretty good chunk of rough that you have to clear, which forces you high. So it's really hard to get the distance that you need to get, because the basket's way back here behind this oak tree. So lefty or righty, you really got to kind of get creative on how you're going to get the distance. Tomahawks are kind of a good idea if you can squeeze one out. I managed to brush off of that oak tree right there. I went right through it, and I kind of got lucky getting out of it onto this look here. 282, it doesn't look far, but that height at the beginning forces you. Oh, what is going on here, people? Making these miracle lucky putts like, whoa, whoa. 282 feet, just like the last one. I actually noticed that when I was making the layouts, or the overlays. I was like, 282 and 282, wow, that's funny. I sawed that one off a little to the right. It is under the oak tree that is right in basically the hallway that we're walking down right now. It's at the very last oak tree to the left. You'll see. Point being, if I would have just kept it a little straighter, I could have been very, very close and had an easy birdie. It skipped out a little to the right, but this still should be a tap in. Unfortunately, that little twig there,
damn it,
just sent me to the right side of the chain, and there we go. That one kind of made me a little but you know, after you nail a killer ceiling, you know, and just lace it, it's kind of disappointing to not finish off a nice putt, but regardless, still good. Same thing, you can see these hallways, guys. You don't mess around here. It's not all about power.
Trying to get more mustard on that.
Not all about power here. You can see those 4 trees just staring you right in the face. All you got to do is hit that gap right in the middle, or to the right if you're a righty and you want to try to go down that right side. But there's plenty of lines to look at here. You just have to have really good control of your plastic. I kind of got stuffed in that bush there. Man, I could have hung it out a little bit more and squeezed around that tree.
Whoa!
Again, next time I play, I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of corrections and I'll get an even better score, but I'm not disappointed at all with how I'm doing for the first time ever playing it. 309 feet, that's not it's not too far. It's definitely gettable. So, right there, yeah. When I was editing, I was kind of bummed. Yeah, apparently my SD card ran out of space right after I drove. So there's the hallway that I was trying to hit with my little Anheuser, and I almost nailed it. I just kind of wound up a little short. This one's really attackable for a righty. It definitely favors a right-handed player more, I think. I had a hard time picking which way I was going to attack it. Opted for the Anheuser. I was kind of off on my finesse a little bit and fell a little short because of that mulch right there. 285 feet though. Again, all you need to do is come in with good speed control. And you're good. Oh man. That just... I remember that one now. Drawing metal though, you know, can't be too unhappy. Those are not, those aren't easy putts. least not for me. So on this one there was 2 T-pads. We flipped a disc, and we opted to go for the T-pad on the left. So there's one T-pad to the right, which doesn't really change the line too much, but you can see those 2 trees right in front of the T. So it really just kind of changes those up a little bit. But again, you've got these big oak trees, hence the name Oak Grove, and they just kind of define this course, and it is very satisfying. It's just fun. The whole mini golf aspect, kind of, you know. It's like just the right amount of wooded. It's not too wooded, it's not too unwooded. It is the perfect amount. 250 feet, just like all the other baskets, though, very gettable. I actually overshot it a little bit, skipped almost out of bounds on that asphalt back there. See if I can make another magic. It definitely looks like just outside the circle.
I believe in you.
Not quite enough finesse. No worries. Can't get always, you know, upset as long as it's a birdie run, not a run out of par save. Show Houston. This one's pretty straight ahead, so again, righty or lefty. Should have a line at it. Really happy with the shot. It just came in a little too hot. The basket is just down that hallway to the right of that telephone pole on that line. Low ceilings, nice wide open hallways, but they designed it very well. If it goes with a wide hallway, you always have that low ceiling, and it still requires great control. Not always great power, great control. 252 feet, I feel like on this one I did not crank it all the way. The disc just sailed.
Don't be a disappointment.
Thanks, Vic. I'm not measuring, but I'm walking it. Oh man.
But I won't be able to extract
I
it.
can't get mad at those, you know. Being off by an inch at 30 feet, I've learned to not beat myself up. Those ones used to make me want to just kick my cart, but so that's a double mando right there between those trees, and you can see the basket right there. I just fell a little short. And Lee almost missed a double mando. Luckily he had a look. Kind of chonked it again, but there we go. Last putt of the last hole of the first ever basketed disc golf course. Victor just kind of runs out of steam there.
Glad that camera's rolling. Sir?
Was it really?
Oh yeah.
Wes, not one to miss it on camera. I think I'm like 15 feet, so I'm feeling okay about it. But once again, you couldn't see it because Lee courteously blocked the shot, but you heard it. Just like the previous one, right off the band. But again, 15-footer or whatever, I'm not upset. Had a good round. Was fun.
Oh, bullshit!
Highly recommend this course.
I call football, bro. Take a stroke.
Yep. It was a blast. Almost got away bogey-free. Wes kind of had a few bogeys peppered in there. Lee himself tied it up. Victor, you know, he had a great time. Definitely we'll try to find the time to go back. I always want to go find new courses, but I had a blast. Clearly being primarily left-handed, I was favored, but you know, had some sick moments like this that just were like, wow. Super lucky. That is way outside my comfort zone. Same thing with this. Total luck. But thank you very much, people, for watching. Stay tuned for more coverage. Try to get to another cool course when I can.